Hello, this is Salmon17 and this I don't know what to say, guys. I'm gonna do this probably as fast as I can because I need to go to the dentist soon today, and also I'm pretty exhausted from college as well because I don't know, things don't feel right. God damn it. So if you guys read the title of the video, and we're gonna try to figure out, or maybe you can maybe agree with some of my points, maybe you don't, but is traditional animation dying out? And I would say it is somewhere in the middle, maybe, I don't know, but the only place that traditional 2D traditional animation that actually does well is Netflix mostly, and that is it, because other networks, well, maybe Disney has some good quality shows, well, only one, that is basically the DuckTales reboot, but that is it. That is mostly it, but other places like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and even Disney, especially when they're now remaking the live-action remakes of many other things, it's just, it feels like traditional animation is really looked down upon, and I don't know what to do, guys. Like, I am one guy, I can't change anything, I can't change people's mindset, but this is really scaring me, especially with this whole Disney live action remakes of the traditional 2D animated movies, and I don't know, but like, yes, if people want to see these live action remakes, more power to them, but why? Just why? Like, when I recently watched basically adults react to the Lion King remake trailer, and they keep on saying, holy good, how good the animation it has. Holy shit, better than the 1994 film. And are you guys serious? No, I'm not complaining. I'm trying my best not to complain about that you're excited about this remake, but calling it animation, it's a stretch a bit too far when it shows I'm losing faith in humanity as a whole. Animation is a CG computer generated animals, and traditional animation are completely two different things. Yes, we have CGI animation, but when I look at the Lion King remake, I see basically realistic animals in an African, fuck, I can't even speak today. Basically, African background with realistic animals. It's like watching a documentary at this point, and the problem is, especially with Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and even Disney at a certain extent, especially when it comes to the Western animation, they basically are disregarding 2D animation as a whole, and traditional 2D animation as a whole, and it is scaring me. It is scaring me that if these big live action remakes are gonna do well in money, then we can even say goodbye to traditional animation, because Western people don't care about animation. They feel like it's just kid stuff. We don't care about 2D animated movies. I'm currently waiting for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse when it comes to my country's home theater, but still, you can't Why do people look down upon traditional 2D animation? What is your deal, guys? What is your deal with traditional animation? Let me say this. Why I like 2D animated Disney movies. Especially when it comes to movies like The Lion King and Lilo and Stitch. With traditional 2D animation, you can be more creative. You can make character designs that don't look horrifying like in CG. And you can make characters move and express themselves in ways you can't replicate in CG and live action. You can't... It's like... I don't know. Like, yes, there's some CG stuff that is really good, but... CG animation is a completely, like, different thing than from traditional animation. Like... God damn it. I really didn't want to rant about this, but why is traditional animation so looked down upon? You know what I did now, today? After people getting excited in my country for Illuminations cringe. Yes, Illuminations cringe. Fuck you, all of you who are trying to be excited about this and trying to see this movie and calling it good, because it is not. It is basically butchering what made the Dr. Seuss's cringe so memorable and so iconic. Yes, we have reboots, remakes, so many of these things, but you know what I did? I bought a DVD for the original Dr. Seuss's The Grinch animated movie, the 44-minute animated movie, not the Jim Carrey one, although I admit I kind of enjoyed the Jim Carrey version as well. It will never replace what made the original Dr. Seuss's short, stories, rhyming books of Cat in the Hat and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. It will never replace that. But we live in a world where everyone is so greedy, so consumed by power and greed. They don't even want to look at the fact that maybe there was even a line in the Jurassic Park. I can't pronounce it right, but I will show you a clip of it now. Of course, if YouTube doesn't copyright that.
You read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. Well, scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Now, watch me break it down! Oh yeah, come on!
Enjoy that? Well, good, because this is the biggest issue with freaking with the freaking Hollywood people, with people in general. It's like they know the nostalgia will sell, and people are getting dumber nowadays, but that's the problem. It's like 2D animation is just kid stuff. I made a video why I hate that excuse a few years back, actually, and I still hate this excuse with a burning passion. I hate it with all my life. If someone said to me that the 2D animated movies or TV shows are just for kids, I will take off my shoe and beat the crap out of that person with that shoe, because it is not. Imagine, Batman Beyond is definitely both for kids and adults, a TV show that is showing some really brutal stuff and also really dark moments, but it's not a horrible thing. Like, we live in a world where people are so sensitive that so beyond sensitive that we can barely show that I heard, or maybe it's just a rumor, or maybe Disney confirmed it, but one of the most famous villain songs, Be Prepared from The Lion King, is not gonna be in the remake, because why? Because it symbolizes Nazi symbolism. I am not kidding with this bullshit, because it represents Nazi. If that's a huge problem, then why not censor it and censor that song in Germany? You don't have to remove a famous Disney villain song all over the world just because some SJWs or feminists or whatever are complaining about a small detail, a small like iconic scene or a song that makes, you know, the movie iconic. I am abysmal by this astounding what the world is coming to. It's bad enough that maybe next year all over Europe YouTube is gonna be shut down, but people are all just blinded by the fact that they're not doing this for you anymore. They're doing Disney, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. They're not doing this, for you. They're doing this because they're so greedy to the point they don't give a shit what kind of shows they're making it for. Like, I wanted actually today to do a video about the Loud House fandom, but it's kind of holding up. It's in the works because you know how oversensitive the fandoms are becoming. But when I look at the Loud House fandom or something, I am abysmal at what the fandom is turning itself into. Like, what the fuck? How far have become as human beings? Like, Jesus Christ! Like, what even is going on? Like, Tumblr is being shut down because they're showing adult content for whatever reason. Although I must admit I'm not too much of a fan of Tumblr. I kind of am registered to it, but not to a very small percentage of it. But I don't care about Tumblr that much. I'm sorry if I offended anyone that Tumblr fans or whatever, but traditional animation, what is going on? Like, the only place the traditional animation that is doing well is Netflix, and that is actually scaring me. Like, Cartoon Network was one of my favorite TV programs for children. It was my childhood. It was basically everything that made me what I am today. Courage the Cowardly Dog, Samurai Jack, Ed, Edd n Eddy. What do these all show? Codename Kids Next Door, many other of these great Cartoon Network classics. What do these all shows have that most Cartoon Network shows don't have? They have different animation styles. They have different stories. They not all of them focus on shitty humor or trying to be political or whatever, or trying to hammer in the whole gay lesbian stuff or whatever. I'm sorry if I offended anyone with that comparison, but still, what is going on? Like, in Cartoon Network, there are only few good shows. Nickelodeon barely has any shows in animation. Some people might argue the Loud House is the good show, but I basically dropped that show because the show is becoming bland and boring. Some characters are rewritten. Some main character is one of the major main characters is becoming a huge asshole and a bully towards her own brother. Guess which one I'm talking about? Yep, I'm talking about Little Owl Jr. And it's like, what is the show's concept? Is it supposed to be about family? Family learning their own mistakes. Yes, you can add some comedy into it, but don't focus on comedy so much that you need to destroy the characters like they once were. Like, for example, Lincoln Loud, for example, once was like this whole, lone type of character. He's the only boy in the family. He always feels left out. He tries to, fix his own mistakes. He basically acts like the most mature out of all of the sisters in the show, but later on, and he always makes up plans. He's not always 100% angel, but he also is not a saint. He knows his own mistakes. He also learns from, his mistakes and try to make up for his mistakes. But now in the show, when I look at the show now, especially in season 3, they make Lincoln Loud into a dumbass for whatever reason. The coward, the dumbass, like, why? Like, what is going on in your heads, guys? Like, and not to mention, they keep on adding butt jokes in this show. Like, what is going on in your heads, writers? Like, I don't know. Like, this is going really out of hand. Like, Big Hero 6, I don't know how the Big Hero 6 series, I feel like it is kind of bland. Like, the creators of Kim Possible are working on this. Like, why couldn't they make the show better? Like, I feel like it is completely bland and forgettable, in my opinion, that is. But if you enjoy Big Hero 6 series, then more power to you. But Marvel animation is getting worse. DC animation, I don't know, what the hell are they doing? Like, with animation, some people say they're doing fine, but I don't know. Like, DC animation is also like going away in the dust for some reason. Like it's like Thanos snapped his fingers recently, and everything is just getting dusted away. Everything that is really remembered and cherished forever. And thanks, Thanos. Like, I feel like I always, when I look at this kind of stuff, when traditional animation, especially when it's being treated like utter garbage, like it's being shat on by people in the toilet, basically, and it's like they pick up all the DVDs of all the Disney classics, they throw them in the fucking toilet and flush them out. Like, why do you? It's like, why? And it's bad enough when my parents look at it. Like, a lot of people, my parents always say, my parents or family always say I need to look at things positively. But how can I, when one of my favorite things, the things I grew up with, are being butchered and treated like it's like non-existent anymore? Like, why do you do this? Like, why do people do this? I understand money, corporation, we need more money, but for fuck's sake, money is not the most important thing in the world. Like, Jesus Christ, you understand? With money you can pay bills, run your companies better, and, support your families. But money is not always the most important thing. A lot of people are forgetting that. The most important thing is about cherishing other people, doing your best to be creative and try to come up with original things. Try to make your dreams come true. Try to fight your ways to create something amazing, to actually create something that people will remember for a really long time. But nowadays it's like nostalgia. Yeah, fuck you, give us money, basically. Like it's like I really am scared of what the traditional animation is going. I'm really scared, guys, where traditional 2D animation is going, because it's like all hope is lost. It's lost. It's in the dust. Like, and I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to find my way to move up in the world, but it is really hard, especially where I live, where career options are really very, very minimal. There's no schools to actually teach you how to do drawings better, or how to do animation. traditional animation because no one cares about traditional animation anymore. And it's like, what is the point of all this? What is the point anymore? Like, no, I know it's a rant video or whatever, but I don't know, I'm kind of emotionally destroyed by this. Bad enough that YouTube is gonna be destroyed in Europe in next to a month, and like, I made a video not too long ago about 2D animation is dying. Some people say no, some people might even dislike the video, but this is a new video, like a redo of that video maybe. But if any of you watching this who are fans of animation, especially 2D animation, traditional animation, how you guys feel about this, about the current situation that the traditional animation is going for? Do you agree with the points I'm making? Are you as concerned as I am for traditional 2D animation? Let me know in the comments, and like this video and share this video with others, because I don't want traditional animation to be forgotten, to be treated like it's just kid stuff. I don't want that. I want to make it come back. On Netflix, it successfully is coming back, but I don't think with just Netflix it's gonna be enough. We need to do something so that traditional animation is not dead anymore. And I wish I had a better microphone, because the voice I'm making with this microphone, but the microphone voice, it doesn't sound that appealing. And like, what do you guys think about this? Like, let me know in the comments. Like this video, share this video with others, and subscribe if you guys really want to, and to actually support me in any way you can. And this is Sound 117 signing off.